Would you put yourself ahead of LeBron as a team standpoint?
My success as a team is more successful than LeBron. I got 6 rings.
Okay.
Scottie Pippen just delivered a shocking reality check that has sent sports media and LeBron James' online fan base into a frenzy. The Chicago Bulls icon stepped forward and exposed what he believes is one of the biggest problems with modern NBA player evaluations.
Because you're still saying that I'm picking us against anybody else. Right.
I'm picking the greatest team against anybody.
Yeah, but when you say you're the greatest of all time, and the GOAT debate, that's still saying that you're ahead of Michael. So your position is still in the game of NBA, you're the greatest of all time all around.
I'm speaking from a team standpoint.
Would you put yourself ahead of LeBron?
As a team standpoint.
Would you put yourself ahead of LeBron as a team standpoint?
My success as a team is more successful than LeBron. I got 6 rings.
Okay.
We need to have a serious discussion about the level of delusion surrounding basketball right now because Scottie Pippen just delivered a reality check that sent the internet into chaos. It feels like every time mainstream sports media spends weeks creating new arguments to defend their favorite superstar, an NBA legend from the old school comes along and completely flips the narrative. Scottie Pippen recently appeared on Patrick Bet-David's podcast, where the discussion quickly shifted toward the never-ending argument over team accomplishments versus individual statistics. Bet-David asked Pippen directly whether he would rank his own career above LeBron James when evaluating them strictly from a team-building perspective. Many fans probably expected Scottie to give the usual safe, media-friendly response praising LeBron's scoring records and individual achievements. Instead, Pippen stood firm and made his position crystal clear. He argued that when it comes specifically to team success, his career has been more successful than LeBron's, pointing directly to his 6 NBA championship rings as the proof.
So then if I talk to an NBA owner, by the way, this is very helpful because realize this is very helpful because for me as a fan, I've followed this. So if I speak from an NBA standpoint, owner, and I want to find an all-around player to be my number one, you think the average owner is going to pick you or LeBron?
I don't know.
Got it. Okay. So that...
You want individual accolades or you want championships? Because I didn't chase mine.
The host wasn't ready to let the narrative end there, so he pushed Pippen with another question, asking whether the average NBA owner building a franchise around an all-around superstar would choose Scottie Pippen or LeBron James. That's when Pippen delivered a brutally direct response that immediately had social media buzzing. Looking straight ahead, Pippen framed the entire debate with one simple question: are you chasing individual achievements, or are you chasing championships? Then he made his point even clearer by saying, because I didn't chase mine.
And that's an argument that LeBron went to Miami. He went back to Cleveland to win with Kyrie, and then he went back to LA to win with Anthony Davis. Michael never had teammates like that, and you had Michael as a teammate. But in this specific context, Scottie, I think this is very important because I'm really trying to understand your position. Is specific with you against Michael. You're still saying Michael's the greatest of all time, but maybe you're saying you're the greatest teammate of all time. Would that be a better way of qualifying it?
I would say, if you want to say it that way. But again, team sports to me, there's no GOAT. There's great teams.
Take a moment and really let that statement sink in. Scottie Pippen essentially looked straight into the camera and challenged one of the biggest ideas surrounding LeBron James' career. As soon as that quote began spreading across the internet, LeBron's most passionate online supporters exploded with outrage. Social media comment sections quickly filled with angry reactions, as fans attempted to defend their favorite player and reshape the narrative around his career. But Pippen showed absolutely no signs of backing away from what he said. A few days later, following the wave of criticism directed his way, Pippen took to his official social media account and posted 6 championship trophy emojis in succession. There was no caption, no lengthy explanation, and no attempt to defend himself, just 6 trophies. It was a simple but powerful response. essentially saying that someone who won 6 championships without constantly changing teams doesn't need to debate his accomplishments with people online.
Hey, do you think LeBron was better than Jordan? Did you really think that, though?
Man, what?
That's
Are you
what,
kidding me?
That's what I heard. that was what I heard. Pippen said LeBron was better than Jordan. I couldn't believe it.
LeBron ain't better than me until he gets 6 titles.
The funniest part of this entire debate is watching LeBron fans constantly change their arguments. For years, many of those same fans praised Scottie Pippen to criticize Michael Jordan. They argued that Jordan needed Pippen to win and that Scottie was the true engine of the Bulls dynasty. But the moment Pippen criticizes LeBron's career choices, the narrative suddenly changes. Now they call him bitter, jealous, and irrelevant. That contradiction speaks for itself. Pippen has 6 championship rings, while LeBron has built his career around multiple superstar teams. And when Pippen talks about ring chasing, he is addressing a major criticism of modern NBA culture. Scottie spent 11 straight seasons in Chicago before leaving late in his career. He stayed through difficult seasons and helped build a championship culture. He didn't constantly threaten to leave whenever things became difficult. He trusted the organization, coaching staff, and system around him. LeBron's career has followed a much more mobile path. He left Cleveland for Miami to join Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh. Later, he returned to Cleveland alongside Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love. Then he moved to Los Angeles and joined forces with Anthony Davis. Critics see that pattern as calculated championship hunting. Of course, fans immediately bring up Pippen joining Houston. But that happened when Pippen was already near the end of his career. He had already spent 11 seasons in Chicago and won 6 championships. That is very different from repeatedly changing teams during your prime. From a franchise owner perspective, Pippen's argument becomes even more interesting. He represented stability, defense, versatility, and commitment to the system. He didn't need the entire organization built around him to succeed. Now imagine replacing LeBron with prime Pippen on some of those championship rosters. The 2011 Miami Heat already had Wade and Bosh as elite offensive weapons. Adding Pippen's defense and unselfish passing could have dramatically changed that team. The same argument applies to Cleveland in 2016. Kyrie provided incredible scoring, while Kevin Love offered shooting and rebounding. Pippen could have added elite perimeter defense and high IQ playmaking. His intensity and defensive mentality were never in question. Even the 2020 Lakers already had Anthony Davis anchoring the defense. Adding Pippen could have created another incredibly versatile two-way lineup. The larger issue is how basketball greatness is measured today. Media networks often emphasize points, minutes, all-star selections, and longevity. But basketball remains a team sport where winning ultimately requires everyone to contribute. Jordan and Pippen proved that a consistent system could produce sustained championship dominance. 6 rings remain 6 rings, and Pippen clearly believes his career proves that team success matters most. No amount of social media arguing can erase the historical accomplishments of one of basketball's greatest winners.